Yeah. Like, so here's a little freebie idea for all you guys that like lists about video games. It probably already exists. Why don't you? Somebody needs to make a list of in-game currencies, like iconic in-game currencies, and work out their real-world dollar equivalences. You know, like how many pennies is one bottle cap worth? How many euros is one Legend of Zelda rupee? You know, I think you could make a pretty sweet infographic on that. That's just a free little idea for you. Get you some internet points.
Guts around my neck! My leg!
Got a little Hey Arnold action going on here. Wait a minute, my leg isn't Hey Arnold. It's SpongeBob. I got my cartoon references all mixed up. Both Nickelodeon shows, though. I think that's what's important here. Welcome back, guys, to Fallout 4. What are we gonna do in this episode? We were gonna go find Nick, and I think on our way we're gonna stop in at the combat zone and meet Kate. Kate's her name. We're gonna meet Kate. So that'll be get ready for that. I'm gonna jump straight to that. Unless the only reason I wouldn't jump directly to the combat zone is if on the way there, me walking there in the game, I stumble upon some kind of stream of consciousness, some kind of word stream of just free thought. I say something really profound. I like somehow discover the secret to world peace on my way to the combat zone. But so we'll see if it jumps right to the combat zone. I didn't think of the meaning of life. If it cuts to somewhere that's not the combat zone, then you got to perk your ears up, because like shit, he left this in. He discovered something. Why is there a bird there? That feeling when you can't get out of bed, you just can't get the bed out of you. Right, buddy? He knows what I'm talking about. So obviously I didn't stumble across the meaning of all life. I didn't talk my way into a proverbial cure for cancer. But we are gonna meet someone from the UK, from overseas. I wonder what Kate thinks about Brexit. You think that's a thing? Rule breakers. Tommy's rule number 1, no fighting outside the cage. Tommy's rule number 2, no caps, no entry. Tommy's rule number 3, be good to one another.
What the? He ain't supposed to be in here! Rip him to shreds!
How do they know I'm not supposed to be in here?
That one was ugly anyway.
I'm too pretty to... Is it over? Well, that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Oh, breather. What? So you can slam more of that junk into your arm now? No, you know what?
Gotta love a self-righteous, illegal fight organizer. Gotta love a guy who stands on a soapbox about drug use, but he puts people to death in a fighting ring.
She's clearly talented.
See? At least someone knows skill when they see it.
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
So this guy's, his whole qualm with us is that we just put him out of business, but he's willing to give away his only fighter, and then also just we didn't ask him for money. We didn't ask him for that purse.
You're a real son of a
This
bitch.
guy's just a bad
That's
businessman.
You don't have to tell me.
You know, he's just bad at business. Everybody's just leaving like they know where they're... Why can't we just hang out in this little cage?
Good. Then let's get moving.
So, no one's managed to put you in the ground yet, Kate?
Not
That's
yet.
so rude
No,
to say to
it's
someone you
lack of
just
time.
met. That's the first thing she's ever said to her. My whole thing with Kate is, why does she have that accent? It's been 200 years. I guess people still talked like that over there, but how did she get here? Are boats still coming to America from Europe? I don't, how does that work? How did she book passage on the SS Irradiated Mayflower? Are you listening, Piper? Like, and these two, can I free them?
This ain't no.
Damn.
Oops, they did not have anything. And that's it for the combat zone. A whole area that they wired with electricity and cleaned out the inside and rigged it with a bar and with seating and a stadium, just because out of commission, operating completely fine before we walked in. We walk in, the whole place goes to shit. It's like if you went to a Target and then when you left, they were like, they just put the closed sign on the door the second you walk out. You ruined a place of commerce. Our guy is from Boston, right? He lived here 200 years ago. So why isn't he never makes comments like, "Oh, I saw a movie here. I saw a show at this theater 200 years ago. I went on a first date to an ice cream truck that was parked right here. One night I stumbled out of a bar and I was so drunk and I took a leak right on the street sign." Like, he never... It's almost like his character had just moved to the area the day before the bombs fell. He has no memory, or he just doesn't care. He's not like, "Oh, this is the kindergarten that was in my school zone for Sean, and we were looking at this preschool." Like, you ever been to this bus stop, dude? Do you ever sit here and wait for the bus to take you to a Slocum Joe's coffee shop? No? It's just, he's so disconnected from everything. He's almost as disconnected as Mikhail.
Whatever's in your face until there ain't no face left.
Who? Get him, you mark.
Now where'd they get to?
You ever almost miss out on murdering somebody in cold blood because your foot was caught on like a piece of piping or something?
Nothing over here. Must be losing my mind.
Must be losing my mind. I swear to God, I just heard 3 of my best friends get murdered with loud guns that had no silencers in an empty, echoing subway station. Must be losing my mind. You know, like when you think you see a bug on the wall out of the corner of your eye, but then you look and it's just a shadow. It's the same thing. I must be losing my mind. My friends are dead? I must be losing... Ignore the fact that I'm struggling to unlock a novice door.
Sweet. All right, very funny. Get back to work.
Very funny, guys. Sitting around with your heads blown up. Get back to work. What were they doing even? Cute that they include this sign here. I'm not sure if they'd have an employees must wash hands before returning to work sign in a subway station. I also, well, I guess I don't know. I've never really been to a restroom in a subway station. I would sooner kill myself than use a restroom in a subway station. Look at this. You just walk. There's no door. It's like open air. This is not how subway stations work. The aesthetics of the Triggerman gang, I mean, it must have arisen just out of boredom, right? Like, there were once just regular raiders, and they stumbled upon like a Men's Warehouse or a Joseph A. Bank or something, and they were like, "Hey, wouldn't it be silly if we all wore suits. And the second guy was like, yeah, it might be cool. And the third one was like, there's no AC and it's the middle of the summer. There's no way in hell I'm wearing a 3-piece suit and dress shoes walking around in this shit. And the first one with the stronger personality is just like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna wear suits. We're gonna be that gang that wears suits and dress shoes in an unventilated, distant, post-apocalyptic future subway system. This guy was holding just a whole melon. He was just straddling like a giant watermelon, and we killed him. No, I mean, no wonder he couldn't defend himself. Imagine holding struggling to control a giant watermelon, and somebody's shooting at you with a machine gun. Yeah, Jack in, Mega Man. That's a deep cut to a not popular Mega Man anime.
Darla?
Whoa, he just did a cool sort of flip. Anyways, this Mega Man show. I was trying to talk about Mega Man. Anyways, this Mega Man show. They had like these giant, could never fit in your pocket, like Palm Pilot things that had Mega Man characters as like, they were like AIs, like Siris that controlled their whole lives, and they were called pets, PETs, and they had like, they were like little people and shit, and the main characters, his was just Mega Man, because that makes sense that you'd have one named Mega Man. Yeah, the twist of this vault was we put 114 people in there, but we only put in 113 pairs of shoes. Whoa. How would society evolve with one person, the shoeless versus the beshoed? We can cosplay too. Love the look of a dress shirt and a suit jacket rolled up to the elbow. We couldn't put the Pip-Boy over the sleeve. We had to forcibly roll up just like a tight wad of fabric on this guy's forearm. The circulation is gone at this point. But yeah, we're doing a little role playing here. We're a little Tommy boy with our Tommy gun or whatever. Nice.
That's it.
That's it. Sean was in this large toolbox. That's it.
Hey, you! I don't know who you are, but we got 3 minutes before they realize.
Why aren't you stand a little closer to the window, buddy? You don't have to shout that loud. You could be closer to where I'm standing. Woo! Collectibles. I love this little jog. It's not like a full-on run. It's kind of just like a, come on, we gotta go. We gotta hurry. Let's not raise our legs too high. Let's not swing our arms too much.
There they are. How do you want to play this?
There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
You just had to turn that to on for us to, okay.
Got it.
Good call. Locking a broken telephone and
Must be losing
an empty shot glass in this case here.
More stairs? Who built this damn vault? A fitness instructor?
No, probably like an architect or something, I don't know.
Come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing game, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, I
little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out.
Darla, listen to me. You have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
All it took was a sentence from a complete stranger to completely reconvince my whole way of thinking.
This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nikki.
So messed up. And she just runs away. She's just like, alright, bye.
Cost me my girl?
My friend here just did you a favor, Skinny. You always did have bad taste in women.
All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
Better get out of here fast.
1,
He doesn't have anything.
2.
But Skinny Malone's never a character again, like, after this. So I don't know why we just don't kill him for the experience. I mean, I know why. It's because he brings flavor to the world. You know, what's a wasteland that's not populated by fun, quirky characters with accents, right, Nick? You gotta press the button on that ladder there, Nick. You gotta call the ladder. What are you, by the way?
Just what are you, Nick?
You really don't know? I'm a synth. Synthetic man. All the parts, minus a few red blood cells.
And probably
I got
like
built,
balls
I got old,
and
I got tossed.
like a butt, right?
Then I opened up that little agency in Diamond City, and turns out people have...
Diamond City?
You said Diamond City, right?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Way, Southwest a few.
You know, the place where I learned about Nick and met Piper and had a whole adventure. What's that place again? The dialogue in this system is so stupid.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
Always on.
Hey,
What, that jet we talked about, kid?
You could say I have a lot of jet. You could say that. But he likes to bogart that jet. But he doesn't like to share that jet, if you know what I mean. Jet belongs to... Don't follow me while I'm talking about jet that you can't have.
Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
I don't know, you kind of look like
You
my
keep
friend
laughing at that.
Patrick.
Someday.
Who's Patrick? Okay.
Not as...
metal detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche
That's
market.
incredibly racist in our world.
Every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking
Cool.
for work and don't mind
A
putting
dirty
on the
hat.
outfit hat, Nick
And an
should
even
use a
dirtier,
partner.
smelly coat.
one case at a time.
Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you? Way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
You're telling me there's only one guy
Right?
in this lawless wasteland who's bald and has a
Yeah, that's
scar
right.
and
The
commits
house on the
crimes?
abandoned West Stands. The boy...
Okay, guys, that's where we're gonna leave this episode. Next time, we're gonna go break into a cereal mogul's house and root around in the place. That Kellogg, because he's like the cereal, Kellogg cereal. I don't know if I had to explain that, but anyways, leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see ya on the next part. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being you.